I know, right? I mean, it adds a whole new level of security, but at the same time, we can't stress enough just being aware of our surroundings, because, you know, this happens hundreds of times every day. And so the more we can be aware, and the safer we're going to be. But at the same time, you know, the advancements in technology are incredible these days, and so it's really cool stuff.
And speaking to your safety, Chris, do you know if your family was targeted in this case, or if this was a random act of violence?
No, you know, I mean, we believe in, and the police department, they believe it was completely random. You know, they actually have on surveillance cameras, they've got a truck driving by slowly, and you can actually see outside of the salon. A truck drives by slowly, and as it passes, it's almost like a gentleman comes out from the top of the screen. So it's almost like they were actually just casing a neighborhood, looking for an opportunity. So it is completely random.
And after going through this whole ordeal, I know you have some advice for other people out there, because this does happen.
Well, absolutely. I mean, it seems like nowadays we spend so much of our time with our faces down in our iPhones, but you know, that's the #1 victim of these kinds of crimes are people who are completely unaware. So the more we can be aware of our surroundings, especially in parking lots and dark, unlit areas, the better. But if we do find ourselves in this position, I mean, the best thing we can do is just let them have whatever they want, because nothing is more precious than our life and the life of our loved ones. And of course, if it does happen, it's really important to once again, be aware, and you know, note the description of the individual. Take the age, weight, height, gender, everything that we can possibly get, so we can make an accurate description to the police.
Well, we are so glad everyone is safe and sound, and you got your property back too. Chris Powell, thanks so much. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
And time now for the weather. In for Sam Champion is Ginger Z this morning. Ginger.
Good morning, everybody. Tropical Storm Leslie, we haven't been talking about in the U.S. so much, but it's just about to make landfall, just a few hours away from Newfoundland. And it still will have an effect here in the U.S. from Boston up through coastal New England. Going to see some rough surf. I mean, high waves, 5 to 8 feet or greater. And then see the rip currents, dangerous, all the way down to the Carolinas still. So you want to keep that in mind if you have any plans to go that way, at least beach-wise. And then we have to talk about the storms. Still some monsoonal flow, some big-time rain. Some places in Tucson area had up to 3 inches yesterday. So that's always going to be causing some flooding and even some rescues. That for now is the big picture. Let's get a check a little closer to home.
It's going to be a warm and breezy Tuesday with a high of 84 degrees. Skies will be mostly sunny. We'll have some sun tomorrow with a high of 80, but the far north could have a late day shower.
Report brought to you by Capital One, and I have to mention yesterday we had the first signs early morning of snow in Denali. So look, Anchorage 51, but Denali, that's right. It's Alaska. I can say that.
I have to mention that. It is September.
You're welcome.
All right, thank you. All right, coming up, brand new pictures this morning of Kate and Will starting that whirlwind royal trip. And guess what? Jessica Simpson has just arrived. She's in the car. She's headed through Times Square. She's going to be cramming backstage in just a moment. There she is as she arrives. We've got a red carpet and everything. She is joining Team Robin momentarily. We can't wait. Jessica, we got a place for you at the desk. Come on out.
My earpiece went out. The Capital One Cash Rewards card gives you a 50% annual bonus, and everyone likes 50% more.
Ruble.
50% more simoleons.
50% more sawbucks.
50% more clams. It's a lobster. Either way.
The Capital One Cash Rewards card. With a 50% annual cash bonus, it's the card for people who like more cash.
50% more dough. What's in your wallet?
Hi! We're spreading the word about new Honey Bunches of Oats fruit blends and their unique taste combination.
Like peach raspberry.
With one flavor in the granola bunch and one on the plate.
2 flavors.
In harmony.
Honey Bunches of Oats. Make your day bunches better.
Critics are raving. Trouble with the Curve is an instant classic.
I want you to be happy, that's all.
Trouble with the Curve. Rated PG-13. Starts September 21st.
How do you make America's favorite recipes? Just begin with America's favorite soups.
Bring out chicken broccoli Alfredo or best ever meatloaf. Go to campbellskitchen.com for recipes, plus a valuable coupon. Campbell's, it's amazing what soup can do.
On one corner, one pharmacist started it all. Charles Walgreen had a mission to help people be happy and healthy. From inventing the first chocolate malt, to creating a non-profit pharmacy for our troops, to the first child safety caps, Walgreens has been innovating for over 100 years, and we're just getting started with more and more ways to be well every day. Here at the corner of happy and healthy.
Hey, Tim, how are you?
John, good to see you.
You too. What can we do for you today?
Just give it the once over, check the tires.
Okay.
Kids got a big day today.
Nice tie.
Certified confidence, thanks to the Chevy Certified Service Experts.
For a limited time, get a $100 mail-in rebate on a set of 4 select tires.
From one dependable trip to the next, Chevy runs deep.
Homicide of young people in America has an impact on all of us. How can we save these young people's lives? As a police chief, I have an opportunity to affect what happens in a major city. If you want to make a difference, you have to have the right education. University of Phoenix opened the door. My name is James Craig. I'm committed to making a difference, and I am a Phoenix.
Visit phoenix.edu to find the program that's right for you. Enroll now.
Here's a deep question. What do you get when you take real fruit, which is great, blend it into a delicious smoothie, which is also great, put that smoothie in a world-famous Orange Julius smoothie shop, totally great, and put that Orange Julius smoothie shop in a Dairy Queen, which is unbelievably great? You get something great inside something great inside something great inside something great. Now put that something great inside you and feel great. Orange Julius Premium Fruit Smoothies, made with real fruit and yogurt. Always at the mall, and now at Dairy Queen.
Yeah. Salad on Saturday, fruit on Friday, Bubble Thursday. Water Wednesday, touch your toes Tuesday. Let's move Monday, swap us next Sunday.
60 minutes of physical activity a day and eating well can help get your child healthy. So keep them active and eating well every day. Get ideas, get involved, get going at letsmove.gov. That's letsmove.gov.
Now with Will and Kate, the world's most glamorous couple, kicking off a whirlwind tour of Southeast Asia and the South Pacific. The royal couple starting with an emotional visit to Singapore's National Orchid Garden, where a special tribute to Princess Diana blooms. ABC's Bob Woodruff is in Singapore with more on the royal trip.
Good morning. The Duke and Duchess of Cambridge just landed here in Singapore just a few hours ago. And just as it has been almost every time they've traveled since the royal wedding, there has been excitement, energy, and crowds.
The global superstars William and Kate touched down in Singapore after a long flight from London. The anticipation has been building here for weeks, and today it peaked.
We're excited. I couldn't sleep. It was like Christmas last night. It's uplifting. It's exciting. It's away from all the depressiveness of, recessions and Euro crisis.
As much as the crowds admire Prince William, it is Kate who always seems to command the most attention.
I think they're very excited to see a real princess.
And her fashion choices influence millions around the globe.
Kate, I think she has a really nice personality. She's really charming.
Today, the dazzling Duchess wore a pink dress by one of her favorite British designers, Jenny Packham. It's one of about 30 outfits she's brought along for the tour.
She's captured the heart because the way she relates to people.
The visit to Singapore is the start of an 8-day whirlwind tour of 4 countries in Asia and the Pacific, wrapping up in the island nation of Tuvalu, where Will and Kate will stay at this luxurious private estate. Some are calling it a second honeymoon. Inside the gardens today, a poignant moment as the Duke and Duchess were presented with orchids named in their honor and got their first glimpse of the flower named for William's mother, Princess Diana. She died just weeks before she was scheduled to visit here.
Now, many people told me that when the couple landed, they didn't know exactly where they're going to be going, but now that they're in town, they will get more details about where they're going to go next, and so we expect these crowds to get bigger and bigger and louder. Back to you.
All right, Bob, we thank you. And coming up, we have Josh and his play of the day. Allegedly, it will have you gritting your teeth. And superstar Jessica Simpson has just arrived. There she is, ready to join Team Robin. She's our first special guest host. It's all coming up at 8 o'clock right here on GMA.